That's Hair by Little Mix. You're checking out Phoenix Radio here with Jayden
and Cameron.
And now I think it's time, Cam, that we introduce our very special guest.
I think it is.
The rightful worshipful mayor of Bath. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello.
Hello. It's nice to meet you. Nice to find. I actually didn't know we had a mayor, to be honest with you.
Did you not?
No, but it's nice to know we do.
I knew, but I wonder what he's like.
I've got the bling to prove it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Jingle,
What
jingle.
can you explain what is that? What is like?
So it's a collar of office.
Yeah.
Most people call it the chains, but it's a collar of office. I've got
Collar
a
of
badge
office.
of office.
Yeah.
So this has got a city coat of arms on.
That's
and
so
I've got
cool.
other bits of insignia around. Do you know how much it's worth?
No.
£100,000.
£100,000.
Oh.
So if someone asks how much you're worth, you'd be literally like, I'm £100,000. Anyway, so how's your morning been so far at Bath Community Academy?
It's been great. I've been having a look around. I've been having a look at some of the classes.
Yeah.
English and math, and there's a lot of revision going on.
Yeah, there
People
is
have
the
been working,
GCSEs of year 11s.
Very hard on that. I can see a lot of hard work going on. I had a nice little look down in the Funglow as well.
Awesome.
There. And where else have I been? Yeah, so it's been an interesting day so
What do
far.
you think of it? Like, what of the school?
Yeah, what's your opinion?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's one of the most. It's got one of it's one of the nicest campuses in Bath.
Awesome.
It's got fantastic views.
Yeah.
Nice bit of space up here.
Yeah.
It's quite nice, isn't it? It's
yeah.
like it's got like nice
Nice
fields around.
Yeah, nice
surrounded.
views from the windows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So, how was school to when you went compared to how it is now? If that makes sense.
Well, when I was at school, there was no radio station. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
No.
How does it? I don't know. Do you know? It was a long time ago. And you kind of forget these things, actually.
Yeah.
I think there were probably, we didn't perhaps talk as much about, we perhaps didn't talk as much about emotions, relationships,
Yeah.
things like that, which I think in schools perhaps these days we do talk a lot more about. And,
Yeah, we do.
that's
Yeah, definitely. Like relationship with teachers and students is quite
Absolutely.
important now.
Yeah.
Like,
Were the teachers like more strict when you went to school, or were they like sort of? Because I know now like teachers they're kind of a lot nicer to like students. Like they kind of build like relationships with students. Were they like that when you were at school, or?
No. Well, yes and no. Sometimes you sometimes have teachers who would be. I don't think that necessarily. They would probably shout a lot more than perhaps you
Yeah.
find these days.
the teachers scare me when they do that. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's quite terrifying. Anyway, so on an average day of me, I would wake up about 6 o'clock. I would spend way too long doing my hair, as you can tell, and then I'm in the studio for like 7:45, and I'm doing the radio station with Cam, and I want to know, how does your day go throughout the mayor? Like, what do you do?
That's a really difficult question because no day is the same.
No day.
Yeah. So I'm coming to the end of my 12 months as mayor now.
Yeah.
But sometimes the earliest I ever started, I think, was about 5:30 one morning when I had to go. Well, I didn't have to go. I went to go and see the posties down at the post office just before Christmas.
Yes.
To thank them for all the extra work they were doing for delivering all our posts and stuff. And what was the other time? And then the latest I ever got home was about 2:30 in the morning after being down to. That was a good day. I went down to Devonport to. I had dinner on board HMS Somerset.
That's so cool.
That was very cool.
Oh.
I know, it was very, very cool.
Cam, we don't do this. We need to do this.
My day's boring. I like wake up, roll out of bed, roll down the stairs, roll down the hill, and then roll into the studio.
It's just
I mean,
here.
Yeah, and I'm just half asleep all day.
Yeah, it's Cam for you. Oh, there you go. Do you get to like choose what you have at meetings as well? Say like if you wanted a specific biscuit, be like, I really want digestive. They give it to you.
I just want cookies.
I don't usually get that prescriptive about biscuits, but I mean, I do quite like a Bourbon, but
we all love a Bourbon. That's fine.
I'm not a very demanding mayor.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, so in all seriousness, your theme as a mayor has been to talk about mental well-being and lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. Can you explain a bit more about that, please?
Yeah, sure. The reason I chose mental well-being is a few years ago I suffered really badly from depression, and I was really, really ill. It was so bad I had to go to hospital, and it was all very frightening, very scary.
Yeah, it would be.
And I wanted to talk about it because if there's quite a lot of challenge, there's quite a lot of stigma still around mental illness. And it can cause shame for people.
Yeah.
And unless you challenge it, it will carry on causing shame and causing stigma. So talking about it, say, look, I'm the 788th mayor of Bath, and I've had mental illness. I've been, very depressed. And hopefully that makes people who have had depression or any other type of mental illness feel a bit better about themselves.
Yeah.
And actually, it's okay. If the mayor can say that he's had mental illness, then there should be no problem with me actually talking about it.
You can empathise with them, can't you?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sort of like a role model sort of thing. Yeah.
There you go. So how you got through it, and and to show you can actually recover from it, if that makes sense.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
And the reason I've added the sort of there's the LGBT element to it as well, of course, is I'm gay.
Yeah.
And the people who identify as LGBT are much more likely to suffer from mental illness because there's sometimes the stigma, shame.
Like hide it sort of thing when they don't need to.
Hide it when they don't need to.
Yeah.
Or get bullied because of it. So a lot of the reason for me wanting to challenge that, to say actually, we are all unique individuals on this planet, and we've only got one life and we've only got one planet, and being nice to people and accepting differences is just a really important thing to do.
Living it the best way you can, sort of thing. Make
Absolutely.
the most of it. Yeah. As they say, you only live once, don't you? So
That's right.
Make the most of it. Anyway, thank you very much for answering the questions. Still on the way to come, we have Bath Facts of the Day with Mr. Mayor and the True or False quiz. But moving on to our next song, this is what you came for, Calvin Harris.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.